Within this slide, we will be talking about stability. Before analysing stability, we must first address centre of mass. Townsend Hurt Stroll UK stated on their website that a centre of mass equals the point at which the body is balanced in all directions. Centre of mass refers to the imaginary point around the body where the centre of a subject's mass is. A centre of mass is highly changeable, as when the body moves, the centre of mass moves. For example, if a subject raises their arm to their centre of mass will also raise, as a higher percentage of their bodily mass is elevated. Furthermore, centre of mass is directly linked to stability. As the more stable a subject is, the easier it will be for a subject to regulate their centre of mass. According to Townsend Hurt Stroll UK, stability equals ability of a body to return to equilibrium after being displaced. Therefore, a subject who is very stable, if they are pushed and displaced from their centre of mass, their centre of mass will temporarily change as the body moves, but their body will be able to readjust back to an equal state, returning the centre of mass to its original position, allowing them to be stable and not fall over. However, if a subject is unstable, when they are displaced, their body will move more off balance, causing their centre of mass to move further out of their body, which will cause a greater portion of their body to move off centre, which will stimulate the subject to fall over. As the body could not readjust and bring the centre of mass back to the body. As the centre of mass does not always have to be in the body, it can be outside the body. Building upon this, stability is highly dependent on a variable known as the base of support. According to physioped.com, the base of support refers to the area beneath the subject or person that includes every point of contact that the subject or person makes with the supporting surface. Therefore, the wider the base of support, the more stable the individual will be. This is because if you think of stability like a balancing act, the base of the support is like the area of the subject has to balance on. Therefore, the larger the base of support, the greater the subject will be able to be displaced to become off balance. The more the subject will have to be displaced to become off balance, as their stability zone is significantly larger. Whereas if a subject is stood with their feet together, their base of support is much smaller, so they wouldn't have to be displaced as much to become unstable and fall over, as they can be pushed out of their stability zone significantly, much easier as their stability zone is much smaller. Stability is particularly important in basketball, as the players are constantly performing jerky motions which displace their bodies, so a strong base of support to prevent them losing their stability is vital. Therefore, the larger the base of support, the greater the subject's stability. For example, within a scrum in rugby, all the players become very low and widen their feet to provide them with the most stability possible. They also hold on to each other's shirt, connecting all the players into one large mass, connecting all of their base support into one larger base of support, providing them with the highest possible level of stability. Another example could be in a car. A car is much more stable than a motorcycle, as it has 4 points of contact with the floor in the form of the wheels, whereas a motorcycle only has 2, making the motorcycle less stable. As the more points of contact an object has, the larger the base support will be, thus increasing the object's overall stability. This can be seen in the image above, with the two people standing. The person on the left is much less stable as their feet are close together, which means they can push over more easily, whereas the one on the right is more stable as they have a larger, more widened base of support, enabling them to readjust if pushed over more easily.